and then paste layer style. Look at it. The effect has applied, right? Even though it's not too obvious. Let me increase this thing. It's not too obvious. I'm not even looking at the screen. Let's click here, then click here. Let's just make it too obvious for the sake of learning, right? And then hit on OK. Now let's right click. You can see it's too obvious now, right? Copy layer style, right? Then let's go back to this very particular thing. Look at this entire group. Let's right click and then what? Paste the whole thing. You can see it has changed, right? Hello, it has changed, right? Let's do the same thing for this model framing. Where is the whole, this very particular thing, right? Let's open it, open the folder, click on this very particular thing, and then paste layer style. Do the same thing for this guy, right? Okay, now another thing to note, we cannot directly apply this very particular thing like that because we have clipped something inside of it, right? Good observation. Should I go advanced? I think I will go advanced. So if in such case like that, you can rasterize this very particular thing. You see, this very particular image, okay? This is a shape, right? And then this very particular thing is also a gradient, right? I can convert this into a smart object. Can you see it? Smart object like this, and then the image will come. Did you get it? So the gradient is there, you get it, but we convert the entire layer into a smart object. It's now standing as a layer, as an image layer on its own. Hello? It's not confusing, right? So what exactly we let me come back again and explain something. I don't want us to waste much time, eh? But yesterday I explained what layer effect itself is. We say it's overlaying, right? It overlay on whatsoever kind of it can be on image, it can be on any kind of layer style. Once you apply a layer style on a layer, it overlay whatsoever that is there. I hope we get it. I hope we understand why all these things is happening. It has overlaid itself even on this image because this image is inside of this very particular thing. I don't know whether we understand. To overlay something or cover up something, right? So now we don't want it this way. We right click, we convert it, and then we have our what image, because this one now is a smart object on its own. If we want to change this thing, we can open it as a smart object, right? And then further style whatsoever, then come back. Let's do it the same to this very particular one. Convert it, right? To a smart object and something like that. So I think we have this. I'll not be going further than here. Then we already add some just color on top of our work like that. Now, yesterday I added some few details to the background, right? We say we just don't want to make it just white like that and just leave the whole thing. Now, we are going to do the same thing. I did not work on my layers. I just leave it scattered. We are going to what? Head over to this very particular shape, right? And then let's head over to costume shapes, right? This very particular thing. This is where I get, instead of just doing something, I can also easily come here. You understand? Create a new layer. After with this, head over to my brush tool, this very particular thing called brush tool. I can harden it, you understand? Just harden, change the brush type to what? To hard. And then make sure, yesterday I think we used yellow, right? We use yellow, something like yellow. Let me select it from here. Let me not be carried away. Something like yellow, something like yellow. I think it's this one, right? So with this one, if I resize down my brush, I can just have something. I can just draw something roughly, right? Just draw something roughly, and then let me make it small again. Sorry. Just want to achieve something. I can use this one, place it at the background, you understand, and then reposition the whole thing, right? I'm just citing an example, just to add some element and make sure that we do not leave the background like empty like that. You see, it's also another thing. You can go about doing that. But let's use what we have yesterday. Hit on this very particular thing, head over to our shape, I think it's under flower, right? Something like that. Is it under flower? This one, right? This very particular thing. So we have our color, which is this one. Close it. Just drag, right? Just make it a little bit big. Let me just release it from here. I think this is what we have yesterday, right? Something like this. Then we said we're going to take it backward. Just drag it, right? Down below to somewhere here, right? So yeah, I think this is the last thing. So we say we bring down our opacity real down, right? That was what happened yesterday. It's not all just. What's the value? Can be 1. Let's make it 25. It's too much. Please, let's bring it down here. You can see we are just little, right? We're making a little bit sense, taking our time, adding some element, bringing out some meaning, right? In the whole thing. So, like we proceed, we can just continue from here, keep adding some few things, making our design meaningful, something like that. So we have, I think I'll just stop here. I think later on for the imaging, but let me just show something about the image. You see this very particular image, you can also pop it because it's also part of what will make your design meaningful, or like pop up. So we adjust the, or we make this image a bit like so strong, sharpen it, you understand, bring out the details. Then at the end of the day, you find out that it's like it will stand on its own like that, and then become a bit bigger, a big boulder, right? So let's set over. How do we do that? Let's set over to what? This very particular thing called filter, right? And then right from the filter, I can what? Head over to camera raw. This very particular thing, right? Called camera raw. Are we there? Don't worry, there is a complete video on how to sharpen, do your whole thing about the video. But so this is the first time that this very particular thing open something like that. You can see the image, right? The image is almost good, right? For us to use it. But now be careful, because each image has its own like pixels values, right? The strength of the image. So be careful of what you are adding to image. But basically, right from here, I just want to bring down this very particular black. Can you see? Let me bring it down so that you see the whole effect, right? But not like that. Just bring the whole thing. I want to take out some white, you understand, from the image. That is one. Now, most often, some of those images do used to be what? Do used to be like red in color like that. You can adjust from the temperature. Either you increase if it is lifeless, right? Or if it has a lot of lightning or yellow, you can bring down what? The temperature as well. It all depends on what you have, right? But just as I said, this image is almost good to go. So under texture, under effect, which is very important, and this one, it has some texture actually, well preserved. So look at what I will do. From this very particular thing, I can increase the texture, and you can see with like just from his skin, there are a lot of what improvement, right? Just as I said, I will not do over, like I will not increase the whole thing like so high on this image. How do you see it? If I take this one to 100, how do you see it? The color is almost like going, right? So I think I should be able to have the before and after of this whole thing. But where is that? Okay, can you see this one? Before and after, right? You see the before and after. Do you see the differences? So now, Sha, I don't want it to, let's just leave it like that. And then this grain, just don't touch it, not for now, or maybe not in this design. Now, you see these details again. That one, or most often, if the image, just as I said, is not having like more details, like let's say the skin, you understand, is not as sharp as this one. Please, you can come and sharpen the whole thing from here, right? And then increase it. But just as I said, I don't want to touch anything here as well. Now there are some pictures that look cartoonic, right? Like you find out that after maybe if you apply smudge dodge, don't worry, I said there are some videos will come and take care of it. So this one is somehow complete this thing, photo editing for your flyer, but this one is for your flyer, right? It's not a complete photo editing. So stuff. So what I'm trying to say in essence is you have to know what you are touching. You get it? Depending like on what you encounter or the picture you have working on. So I'll not touch this very particular one, but if I want to take out some noise reduction, hi, I don't want this thing. Mm. Can you hit on okay? Like with your okay down there? Let's hit on okay. 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 So just as I said, you can what you can play along this very particular thing. Let me just zoom out a little bit again. We don't want any this thing on the face. If I increase this very particular thing high, you realize that all the details on the face will go high. Okay, all right. I'll just leave this thing like this and then hit on okay, right? So So you have seen just very clearly from the two images. Am I right? Like this one is a bit pop up, right? That's come up, and then this one is somehow just as you see, right? Please note that this one is not bad though. If you observe very carefully, we don't have much stuff on our background, right? So some of your element has to sound, you understand, has to like become heavy on your this thing. We're going for the other this thing, so you will see some real clear differences. So at times you might need this image than this image. You get what I'm trying to say, ba? So that's the whole thing. Now I think we are good here. This is just something simple. Um, for this very particular thing I added, this one, I think it makes me to bring another shape. Let me head over to this very particular thing. Let me do it right real quick here. Just draw another shape here. You can see it's yellow. This guy is not locked. Just want to align it well. Right? Smart grip. Make it two. So let's select these two and then bring them down. Let's position this one at the middle, give it white. You see, this one is not at the middle, right? It's not at the middle, this one. So we have to go to the paragraph stuff, you understand, hit this very particular one, it will be at the middle, right? Then drag it, bring it here. Same thing to this guy, let's do the same. I also will not leave this one yellow like that because this one is white, not too obvious. Also like to add some few things there, just gradient color, but not red. Look at it, I'm adding another color, right? Just by hitting on like empty space like that. So just click here. I want this color here, this very particular thing. This color, I want a bit some darker color at the middle. Just you can take time, just apply something there, just to create some effect, right? And then just don't make it plain like that. It will look somehow. At times we used to place different images there. Then it will just blend the whole thing. We have a different like mixture of colors here, and then like that. So we just copy this one, paste it here. I think maybe during the second exercise, we'll just look for logo, add up to our stuff. Now, this design, there is nothing like we do not add any lightning. You get it? We do not add any much effect on this very particular thing. Nothing, just a simple flyer design, right? Just something simple. So, I don't know, I'll stop here. We do not add any icon as well, right? Just leave it here like that. I'll stop here. Any question? It's lagging. This yellow, I don't like it, but it's fine. No question. Are we all there? We achieve something like this? Many people are left behind. Who is there? You're almost there. Let me continue working with my on my footer. If you're almost there. It's too technical for you. It is. Let me do like silent chamber. Those are for too technical. Say I. Yeah, that's serious. Those are for very okay. Say me. Okay, there's no new. Yeah, different color, right? I think it's okay. This is his exercise. All right. Yeah. I mean, what you try yesterday, I think. Oh, okay. From yesterday. Yeah. Yeah. No, do your work. Oh. Don't mind. Just do your work. Okay. If you want to recopy something, do your work. Please, if there is nothing, there is no question. We have to progress, right? Hmm? To, okay. I think it's somewhere there. So, few minutes, proceed to just in some few minutes, proceed with some other things, right? These two designs we did yesterday and today, it will help you sharpen your alignment skills, right? This is just the idea, right? To help you to sharpen your alignment skills. I hope we are good now, right? Fine. If we are there, we'll create another simple one. Then we'll see how we add lightening some like stuff, right, on the whole design. Some just some real work, right? And then let's see how it goes again. Just a step by step from simple to something big, right? Fine. So we're going to proceed. Just create a new file again, and the height. Let's just add. I like I like I like this very particular thing. 2437 37. Yeah. Are we there? Hmm? Now yesterday I show you how to. Now I think I will now assume that you are all expert. Now we are done with anything this thing, right? If you like, you just be following like speed up. I don't know. Do we need to create another or break this one and have another record? Let's just okay. Okay, let's break it. Yeah, it's okay. Let's break it. 200. It will be heavy, but another thing combined with this. My mic. So we'll progress, like we'll continue, right? Now, this very particular thing I'm about to do, like, it's not something we like we pre-plan or something, but we're going to do it, and I will be a little bit faster, right? Now, yesterday I showed you how to create a new background, right? So I unlock this very particular one. I will head over to this one. Then we select solid color, right? So I will stick to blue, this very particular color for now, and then I will delete this one. I don't need it, right? Then let's call this one background, and I will lock it. Then delete this one. I don't need it. I'll head over to my file, then place an image. I thought I download some images. Please give me my drive. I thought I download some images. You have to give me. I don't want. Okay, it's okay. So I'll just go by this image. I'll just place it somewhere here. You remember, talk about how to rasterize some stuff, right? I'll rasterize this whole thing, and then I would like to change the whole thing into. I think I talked about blending yesterday, right? Okay, perfect. I'll leave this one for now. This very particular image. This one. I will hide this one. I'll work on this very particular thing. I will add what a layer mask, right? Then I would like to increase the size of my brush because we are going to erase some part of the image. This is white. Swap it to black. No, my brush is hard. Let me change it to soft, right? Then I will just make sure that I erase some part of the image. Too much. I'll make this one 2 again. What I just turn it to screen, right? I just make the whole thing into 2, just 2 like that. And then as you can see, I'm working on the background directly, right? I did not start laying anything. I'm just working on the background like directly from the start, right? So I would like to head over to my this thing again and then place another image. Let's rasterize it, right? Then apply this very particular one. Just don't want to make my this thing like just blue like that. Let me increase the sizing a little bit, and then I'll head over to this very particular thing. Sorry, let me release it. Fine. Make sure that I selected this very particular thing. I just head over to this thing called what filter. I'll head over to Gaussian blur, right? So I'll hit on this Gaussian blur, and then increase the blow of the whole thing, right? Fine.
Do we need to connect our network? Just finish it. Let's stop the program. No.
I don't know. Let's talk to Mr. Omar. Maybe let's see how it goes. Just talk to him. Let's see whether it is something we can achieve. So I think I'll progress from here. Still, I want to make my background to just make sure that it's very deep, right? Then something meaningful come out of it. So right from here, I'll add another empty layer. You see, this one is empty layer, right? Then I'll head over to my brush. What I want to do is I want to apply some blue right from here, just to achieve some blending on top of this thing. I just want to apply some blue. So you see this one is yellow, right? I'll change this one and then give it this blue color. Let me just make it a little bit hard and then increase it like that. Let me increase the size of my this thing, hit on it. Look at it here, right? A little bit blue. So I'll change the lightening. No, the color is far. The color is far. A little bit darker, right? Can you see some differences? Right? A little differences. Let's just drop it like that for now. I would like to add some noise to my design, right? Like a noise to my design. And then look at what I will do. On top of this whole thing, I'll just create another new layer and then add a complete shape from top to what? To bottom, right? Maybe if this one is somehow hard, but after the whole thing, shall I explain? If it's somehow hard, just see the process. This very particular thing is a shape, and I'll rasterize it so that it will become a picture, a complete picture, right? And I'll head over to my filter and then apply this very particular thing called noise. Can you see? Set noise, right? I'll add my noise. I'll add some levels of the noise, right? Can you see? Fine. I'll just hit on enter. Then right from here, I'll blend it. No, where are you? Let me go by this and then bring down my opacity. You can see I'm just checking my differences, right? So I will add a layer mask and then I'll just bring out this very particular like part. Reduce down my brush just a little bit to my image. You see this very particular image, the first one. Head over to my, sorry, let me head over to image. Coming. Head over to image and then make sure that I add the lightning. Like just let me add some levels. This one is a direct applying, like I cannot edit it, I cannot change anything again. I'll just hit on okay. It's not as before, just add the like some lighting in there. I can further edit the whole thing that I did here for my background. Let me group this whole thing and then call it background. Then we lock it, right? So nothing is movable here. Later on, I can touch my background. Now I'll just write something annual, leave it like that. Take it up, another one. Let's set camp. Have another one. Meeting. These two, I'll make it wide. complete white for now. And then let's make it all caps. Then increase it a little bit bigger. I think let's bring it down a little bit. Then just place it somewhere here. Now bring the color closely to yellow, something like this. And I have a font. Maybe I will use is this signature? I don't know. No. And maybe I'll use this one. Then drag this one somewhere here, right? By just making something, like just little by little. Then this one now, the spacing, I would like to bring them down again. I'll just use minus 75, right? I somehow bring them very close, like close to each other. Now, if you observe very carefully, this very particular lighting we apply here, and then this very particular this thing, the color is almost the same. It's some way somehow affecting our what, our text and then this very particular image, right? So let's open this very particular background. Where is this guy, right? On top of this, I'll add another thing, right? And where is that color? Let me this color, I think is okay. This is somehow okay, right? See, did you understand what I did? Yeah. Okay, let me come back again. Look at it. Calm meeting, and then this very particular thing, this very particular image. Calm meeting, this very particular image. This G is there is like this is white, this is another white, right? Like, and it's not well like visible, or it's not good for us to leave it like that, right? Like we don't have a perfect blending in between this guy and then this guy like that. So what literally I did is this. I just come here, I create a new layer, right? Empty, just normal empty layer. And then you see with my brush tool, I just paint. And then this is the color. I just paint like that. Share we I discussed brush with us, right? What I just did, I somehow move. If I do here, it's too visible, right? Then I somehow moved here, right? Just somehow here. I now paint the whole thing. I hope we are getting. We just blend some just from the edge. We just blend the whole thing. Can you see? If you even felt it's somehow hard there, you can just change the blending stuff from here, or rather, even from here, you can just bring down this your opacity, right? You are just trying to make readable, right? Your central something that it is here, central text that it is here. This is very particular. At the same time, you just don't want to leave the whole thing just blank like that. So I will close down this very particular background again. This one, hit on Control J. So look at what next I will do. Head over to my this thing, draw a little rectangle here, and then let's curve the edges, and then I would like to click here and then make it the field to be empty. This one should be blue, and then let's give it a stroke. Let's give it 4, right? It's not even visible, right? Now let's go back again. The color is blue. Let's make it white. I don't know why. I just put it there. Let's set 6. It's okay. I think it's visible now, right? Something like that. So it's just an empty this thing. And then I'll show you something again real quick. Now, you see this one is a shape, right? But look at it. I will just, it's a simple thing. I'll just rasterize it so that it will just be like a picture. You get it? I'll just rasterize it to not turn into a picture. After doing that, what I want to achieve here is simple. I just want to cut out some part, like just from here to here. And I can easily do that with the help of what? With the help of my brush, this very particular brush. Well, sorry, where is the eraser tool? This very particular eraser tool. And then make this brush to become hard, right? So if I come back to this thing, I think this is the, yeah, this is the one. Let me zoom a little bit. And then let's increase the size of our brush. Now, listen very, it's just, this is an eraser tool. And I just want to erase a part like this. Can you see it's gone? Just that very particular part, it's gone, right? I just erase it. You can use different ways actually to erase this very particular thing. I can also use my rectangle, another rectangle like this, and create a selection around here where exactly I want to delete. You get it? If I create a selection, this very particular thing, selection, look at it. I'll just hit on control on my keyboard and then hit on this very particular thing. It will make a selection around this object. Did you get it? Then from your selection, you see, I activated this one now. Look at it. This shape is selected, but then what is activated is this frame, this very particular frame that it is here. Can you look at it? This is where what is active. Look at it. You see, it's visible again. So if I come back to my in fact, from here itself, I can just hit on like backspace to delete the whole thing. You can see it's gone, right? It's delete just where I made selection. I hope we get it. And I can come back to this guy now and just delete it. Sorry, there is a selection around it. Deselect it and then delete it. Now you are left with what? With your cropped this thing with shape. So as I said, the easier way to do that is to what? To just use your eraser tool. That's the brush, right? Just use your eraser tool. The shape is already here, which is this one. I rasterize it. That's the first thing. I head over to my word, to my eraser, increase the size a little bit, and then chop out a part, right? So that's it. I think let me resize it a little bit down just for teaching purpose. Just take out this part, bring this one down, and just let's say team. Control J, I said should duplicate itself, bring it down.